The next one is from Adam Hughes, and the subject is Killer Kross harming his career. Hey, this is Hughesy, by the way. Hey, Conan, let's record that podcast soon, yeah? So anyway, one of the bigger stories in the wrestling business is Kross having the feud with Impact Management. My question is, do you think that Kross might be damaging his career in the long run? Don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of Kross. He's a former guest of It's Hughesy Hello, which Conan is going to be on soon, yeah? And I think he generally could be huge on a bigger platform. But with him wanting to leave despite being under contract, maybe causing him some heat with WWE management, I mean, who's to say that he won't just decide he wants to leave WWE or go to AEW out of the blue? Would they hire a guy like that? Or if they did hire him, would they ever risk wanting to push a guy like that? They had these problems in the 90s with guys like Sid and Jarrett. And if Kross hears this and it annoys me, I just want to point out that Disco paid me to do it and violent action should be taken towards him. That's not true. Hugh G is doing this after he's had Kevin on his podcast. Right. I think, from my understanding, Kevin has been very professional during this whole thing.
Right.
He's taken a position with the company, and I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's hurting him in the perception of the way the other companies look at it. Like I don't like. First of all, like the thing was he didn't. The story was he didn't want to blade in that match because he was concerned there was no medical team there. What if he's never done it before, and what if he did it and it went wrong and something happened? Like he was looking, why did they do this? Especially since usually like in American wrestling today, but people don't really blade anymore because if they don't do it in the WWE, it's like WWE is kind of saying, hey, we don't do this anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like you should even do it anyway because the wrestling fans don't think that this stuff's real. You know what I'm saying? So that to me, the blading, I would be on his side with that because like that's something that's just kind of like in this country that's just is not done that anymore. And if it's done in the indie level. And we had the hepatitis breakout at one of the shows. So yes, like it just shows you the problematic, the problems that you have with the blood at shows, and that especially you don't really have to do it these days. The rest of the stuff is just, he's got a contractual issue with them, and then he's taking a position. So
I will tell you this, and I found this out recently from somebody in WWE that would know. When I sued Impact, they did not like that, and they were like, "Yeah, what if he comes here and sues us?"
Right.
They might think the same thing of Kevin, and it might hurt him a little bit. But I think at the end of the day, he has so much talent, and he's such a special breed that they'll probably overlook that. You know what I'm saying? But I can tell you for a fact it did hurt me.
I will say this though: you had a history of being outspoken and problematic. Kevin has never had that. Like this is the only time there's ever been a problem with him ever that I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody that's worked with him knows the guy's very professional. So I look at this as like he's kind of an outsider in this business looking in, and he's trying to maybe doesn't understand how like how the culture works and if they're vindictive, if they look, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. He's taking a risk, so we'll see. Whatever. So.
Well, he's a guy with a lot of integrity in a business that doesn't have a lot. So, and I've told him that before. I go, get used to it, bro. The business ain't going to change for you. I'm not telling you that you need to use your integrity, but just know this is how it is.
Right.
And if you went into Hollywood or football or anything like that, same shit, bro. Well,
and two, like integrity really doesn't get you anywhere in this business. You know what I'm saying? That's never really been shown that like, wow, what a great guy he was. And it's like,
well, it does help, really like guys like Ray and Sting, people will go out of their way to help them and talk good about him and all that. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, when you come into this business, bro, you become jaded. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to deal with so much bullshit.
Yeah.